Oh yeah, the video starts at 1 minute and 20 seconds. Now here's my intro. What's good, guys? It's me, Gerald the Weep here, back again with another video. Okay, this is what if Asta had Aizen's power, part 4 or 5, right? Yeah, part 4. And I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. Um, yeah, I just been having too much work. Yeah, and I've been writing a script for this part for the last 2 days, so I have been doing something. Um, Yeah, this part's not gonna have a lot of action because it's kind of a setup part. Anyway, I'll be making a new What If series. What if Austin was transported to the Hunter x Hunter world? So I want to see what he would do in that world. Um, and I will be tell me in the comments what do you guys want me to make for Monday and stuff because I might not be able to upload Sunday because I'm going to my father's place. Um, I'm still gonna try to bring back my old what ifs. I've been trying to upload all through the week, but I've been postponed because of homework and stuff. So yeah. So the video starts um at 1 minute at the 1 minute mark. I'll put that in the comments, and I want you guys to leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment because YouTube is not recommending my videos like they used to. Now, anyway, okay, let's get started into the what if. Asta and Dorothy and the rest of the captains, along with the Wizard King, went back to the capital of the Black Clover Kingdom, and now the Wizard King was starting to come to. It's now been a couple hours, and they are still wondering how did the Wizard King lose. And he then says Toshido used some sort of weird ice magic or something. Okay, now I'm going over to the Wizard King fight with Toshido. And Toshido says, okay, you might have captured Renji, but that doesn't mean anything. That child won't last that long with him anyway, because she was already weakened by me. Now, Wizard King, I would like for you to just give me Asta. That's all I want. And the Wizard King he doesn't listen to Toshido. And yeah, so Toshido just started to move faster than the Wizard King could handle. And then Toshido says, "So you can't keep up with my speed." And Toshido then kicks the Wizard King into a tree, and he then pulls out his sword, and he then says, "Well, it's time for me to get serious then. If you can't even handle this." And he goes and yeah, he uses his full Shikai, you could say, or Shimigami form. So the Wizard King tried to use a tracking ability that he has because we don't know how many spells the Wizard King has. Like, he has that big book and we don't know what's in it, and we probably will never know. And it makes me sad. Anyway, Wizard King still can't track him, and he says, "Where did he go?" And then Toshido just starts to play around with him a little bit. He says, "How do I get into that dream world of that Dorothy woman?" And he kicks the Wizard King, and the Wizard King tries to use his time stop bubbles, and it captures Toshido's arm, but he breaks out of it because he couldn't. The Wizard King could not get a full hold of Toshido. And then he says, "Okay, I'm going to finish you off if you don't tell me." And the Wizard King says, "I ain't telling you nothing. As the Wizard King, it's my job to protect my people." And the Wizard King says, "Okay, let's see." And he then had the bright idea of just using the time stop all around the area. So when the next time Toshido attacks, he's going to trap him into that. But he didn't expect Toshido to use a big attack. He uses his ice dragon. I forgot what was his ice dragon called. Forgot what was the name of it. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, he uses his ice dragon, and it hits the Wizard King from right behind him, and he couldn't dodge it. So it kind of knocked him unconscious. So yeah. So the Wizard King got caught off guard and he got knocked out by it. And yeah, so we're going back to where the Wizard King is now, and yeah, he's done telling his story of what he think what happened. And Yami and William saying, "What are we going to do about if they come back here? And why did we still bring the kid anyway? What is this kid going to do?" And Asta then says, "Mr. Yami and Mr. William, I might be the only way where we can be able to attack them first. That's what I think. That's what I think." And Yami says, "Listen, I ain't taking no orders from a kid. You need to be quiet." And Yami says, "Anyway, Wizard King, Julius, what do you think we should be doing?" And the Wizard King says, "Well, Dorothy knows a little bit about them. We should be asking her." And okay, Yami says, "Dorothy, what do you think we should do?" And yeah, Dorothy fell asleep. And so Asta just chimed in. He says, "I should be able to open up a gate to the Soul Society. That's what Lebet's been telling me." And yeah, so Yami, I'm pretty sure some people can see Lebet in this what if, but I forgot who can. I know Dorothy can and stuff. So yeah, I'll see about what's going on with my older parts and see who can see Lebet or not. Anyway, young Kid also then explains what the plan is, and he says we need to attack them first. And the Wizard King then chimes in and he says we need to get a bigger army. We need help from the other kingdoms too, so we can defeat them. And yeah, so that's what they're going to do. And Dorothy still fell asleep, so they're gonna have to re-explain it to her. And now we're going over to Toshido and Renji. Oh my goodness. And Ichigo puts on his Shikai. He hasn't done it in a while. And he sees Renji and Toshido are back and they look kind of worn out. And he says, "Looks like you couldn't even defeat a kid. You guys have gotten soft." And Ichigo then leaves. And Toshido says, "Oh, shut up." And yeah, crap baskets. I ran out of pictures. Anyway, yeah, so Ichigo says, I'm not gonna allow them to take Lucita's kid from that world. Doesn't make any sense. I don't even care if it's my son." And he's going to go over to the Black Clover Kingdom. Ichigo is, to see if he could try to convince them to like come up with a plan or something to stop the Kazu from doing something very violent. And now we're going over to Kazu and Renji and yeah, and Toshido. Okay. So Toshido then explains that he ran into someone who had a similar power to Aizen. He's talking about Dorothy, and Renji says he almost died by her. And so Kazu says and you guys also say that she knows a little bit about the Soul Society. So that means Lucida must have told her something about this. So I'm gonna be calling back Lucida here, and she's gonna have to explain this. And I need you guys to keep an eye on Aizen. He might try to do something suspicious. And um and Kazu also says that he wants to bring wants Toshido and Renji to bring a squad to the Black Clover world so they can handle it. And he says just bring any squad you like. You could even bring your own. And yeah, so he says just hurry up and do it as fast as possible. I'll give you guys 3 to 2 days at max. And yeah, so that's what their planning is. They're gonna bring a squad. Tell me in the comments what you guys want for the squad. I was still trying to decide for myself in the script, but I can't decide. So yeah, just tell me who you guys want me to bring to the Black Clover world now. We're gonna jump what Ichigo was starting to do. Now it's been a day has passed since they had that meeting, and they also told Dorothy what she needs to do. And Asta is trying to figure out Lebes allowing him to use the anti-magic sword. He's still young, so he can't really do that much with it. But he can use his Zanpakuto. It's a small Zanpakuto. He has his normal sword and his anti-magic sword. And yeah, so he can kind of use the Zanpakuto a little bit better. And he's just trying to figure out how to open up the gate so he can get to the Soul Society. He's still trying to, and Dorothy's with him at all times. And Asta then feels Ichigo's spiritual pressure coming towards him, and he says, "It's one. There's someone even stronger than those other two coming right towards us." And Dorothy then like calls on. Yeah, she uses her. I forgot what was the magic item they use for the communication. I forgot what it was called. I'm sorry. Yeah, she uses that to tell them that they're about to be attacked, and Ichigo finds Asta quite easily. And he says, "So you must be Lacita's child. You have the same hair as her. Still can't believe you're related to Aizen, though. You must have a very powerful Shikai. I mean Zanpakuto." And he says, and let's see. And from what it seems like, you seem like you're his guardian. And Dorothy, she doesn't try to play it around. She just goes to straight up attack Ichigo, and Ichigo gets out of the way of her attack, and he says, "I'm not here to attack you. I want to go over the strategy with you so you can have a better chance of not being killed by my son. I know he's going to hate me for this, but he's starting to get a little bit out of control. He doesn't need to be kidnapping kids. It's kind of similar to what Renji and this Bakia guy I used to know did. They did something very similar to a friend of mine." And Asta says, "You know that Renji guy?" And Ichigo says, "Just come here and sit. We don't need to be violent." And yeah, that's where I'll be leaving off for this What If. Yeah,